Welcome to my YouTube channel. If today is your first time of joining me, my name is Precious Luke. It's good to have you here again. Thank you so much. Today I'm going to be talking about something very important. One of the things that hinder us from receiving answers from God. This is very important. Like, you must really try to avoid this in the place of prayer. And to talk more on this, I would want us to read the book of Matthew chapter 6 from verse 5 to 6. That place says, "And when thou prayest, thou shalt not be as the hypocrites are, for they love to pray standing in the synagogues and in the corners of the streets, that they may be seen of men. Verily I say unto you, they have their reward. Verse 6 says, "But thou, when thou prayest, enter into thy closet, and when thou hast shut thy door, pray to thy Father which is in secret. And thy Father which seeth in secret shall reward thee openly." This is just straight to the point. This backstory behind this is that Jewish people like to pray openly. Like, they pray openly. From what I studied, they have like 18 canons they recite every day, and they can do that in the marketplaces and so many places. The synagogue here does not mean that you shouldn't pray in church. It's just trying to show you that they like to pray in an open place where they love to be seen. And based on their own understanding, they feel that if they do those things outwardly and openly for people to see them, it means that their religion is well practiced, or they are really doing well, or they have a good relationship with God. But Jesus is telling us here that we should not pray like them. They are like hypocrites. They love to stand in open places, to pray, to be seen, to be applauded, for men to commend them that yes, you can pray well and you are really a child of God. They like to stand in open places, in corners of the streets, in different places. Jesus is not saying it's wrong to pray in church or in open places, but the issue is the intention behind what they are doing. They just love to do it openly for men to see them. Jesus is saying they have their reward. You see why most people pray and they don't get a reward from God? Because if your intention of praying is to be seen, to be applauded or commended by people that, wow, this sister, this brother can really pray. She prayed for 3 hours, she prayed for 4 hours. You love to be seen because you believe that if people see you when you are praying, they can say, oh, this person is very spiritual. They will judge you to be spiritual. They will judge you to have a good relationship with God. But God does not look at the outward. He looks in the inward and what is happening, your intentions of doing what you're doing. And verse 6, Jesus made it clear that when we pray, we should enter into our closet. He's not saying that, when you want to pray, you should now go and run into a dark place or a hidden place. No, what he's trying to say is that he's telling these people that beyond the outward show and everything, don't just go out there portraying, but in the inside, you don't have that personal relationship. Prayer should be a relationship between you and God. It should be something personal. It shouldn't be something you need to bring out for people to see or say, oh wow, you're doing well. You're talking to someone, you're relating with someone, and that's God, your Father. So it's a personal communion, a relationship, a fellowship that you need to hear from Him and you need to also speak to Him. The closet there is talking about, Jewish people also, they have these upper places they build in their houses. This closet is also another word like upper room that was used in the book of Acts. It's like a place, or what we can call it a penthouse. It's like a place they all have in their house where they can go, a closet to pray and fellowship with God. But they wouldn't do that. They would choose to go, outwardly to go and pray for people to see them and say, okay, they are really doing what they are doing. So if we must pray, we must pray to our Father who is in secret. Jesus said, you are praying to your Father who is in secret. Your Father is not in the open. That does not mean that God is not everywhere. God is everywhere. But the context of what Jesus is trying to say is that praying to a God that is invisible, that cannot be seen with the naked eyes. So why go to the open to be seen by people and everything? So that's why you need to go and pray in the secret, because He can see you. He is a God that is invisible, and He also sees in the secret what you are doing, where nobody can see you, no man can see you, no woman can see you. Jesus can see you there. Jesus is telling them that they should learn to pray in the closet, like that place of having a personal relationship where you don't have any distraction, like where you shut off from every internal and external distraction. You don't have anything, affecting you. When you are in the secret, you're not trying to impress anybody. You're not trying to, count your words or be so focused on the words, or try looking for the English to use or the right expression to use, because you're talking to your Father in the closet. So the closet helps you to focus more and not to be very real with God. And when you shut in the closet and pray, thy Father which is in secret, and thy Father which seeth in secret. He is in secret and he sees in secret what men do in the secret. He is going to reward you openly. You see, it means that the answer to that prayer you've prayed will come out. Men might not see you outwardly, the things you pray, your prayers, your requests, your relationship with God. They might not have known what is going on, but all they will always see is the result. They will know that this person is getting results, this person is receiving answers, things are going on in their life. There is a reward, there is something happening. And the greatest reward we can have is us knowing that God is pleased with the kind of prayer we are praying. God is pleased that we are, doing what we are doing because we love Him, not because we want to show off or anything. There is nothing more precious than knowing that He is going to reward you. You will see the answers to your prayers. So, but when you're always going out there to show off and all those things for people to see that, okay, this person, I'm praying well or stuff like that, you've gotten your reward. It ends there. You can't see any results. So this is more like a reminder for you to recheck yourself. How do you pray? What intention, what mindset? Do you pray for people to see that, okay, I'm praying very well, people are seeing me? They will just say, wow, this sister, this brother, yeah, you can pray. But that's the end. That reward you can't get. Whatever you've prayed about, you can't see the answers. So Jesus is trying to make these Jewish people know that in as much as you're very busy, you're doing anything you're doing, try to have a time, be in a closet, try to have a time for God, a personal moment with the Father. Jesus, despite how busy he was in his earthly ministry, practiced this act of self-denial to be alone with God. If we read Matthew 26:36-39 and Mark 1:35, he always tells his disciples, stay here while I go a little bit yonder or farther to pray. He left them. He had a personal, relationship and fellowship with God. He didn't joke with prayer. If Jesus did not joke with prayer, then who are you? Who am I? Like, why shouldn't we pray? Have a personal moment with God. So I'm going to end it here. Please check yourself over and over again. Are you someone that likes to be noticed? If you are doing that, it's time to change. Like, turn around and, I'm not saying that if you are praying in open place with a good intention that it means you are wrong. No. But the point is this: don't do whatever you are doing because you want a commendation from people. That is the end of the results you will get. But if you are doing it unto God with a clean heart, a good motive, just because you want to express your love for the Father, that's very okay. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you've watched to this point, you are really blessed. Thank you so much, and hope to see you in another episode of The Rock. Please feel free to like, share, and comment, and tell a friend that something's happening here. See you next time. Bye bye.